It's Christmas Eve in 2022, and Dan, a former sergeant currently working as a teacher, is supposed to be helping his wife Emmy and his daughter Murray with the party. Instead, he's on the phone trying to apply for his dream job at a lab, but unfortunately his application is rejected. After throwing a disappointed tantrum outside, Dan joins his daughter on the couch and reminds her to do what nobody else is willing to do. The family then watches an important soccer match, but the game is suddenly interrupted when a glowing cloud of smoke and electricity appears on the field and people start coming out of it. These people look like soldiers and they're led by Lieutenant Horde, who informs everyone that they come from the year 2051. An alien species known as the White Spikes have invaded Earth and most of humanity has been wiped out, so these soldiers are here to ask for people to travel to the future with them and help them fight the war. As months pass, countries all over the world send as many soldiers as they can, but it seems it's never enough. The future keeps asking for more people, and only a quarter of those who go come back. When they run out of trained soldiers, the government begins drafting civilians to join the fight. This causes riots on the streets because many people believe they shouldn't be sent to a war that doesn't affect them. Dan continues to work as a teacher, but his students don't seem too interested in what he has to teach because they don't see the point if they'll be dying anyway. The only exception is Martin, who is obsessed with volcanoes and always wants to talk about them all the time. At that moment Dan receives an important message on his phone. He's been drafted. Dan goes to the military facility and he's put through some tests that confirm he'll be able to join the fight because he'll be dead in 7 years. Suddenly Dan feels a painful sensation on his arm and discovers they've put a metal device on his arm. He's informed that the device will keep track of him in the future. After 7 days of touring, the device will bring him back. Afterward Dan goes to tell Emmy the news, and she immediately decides they should run away. Dan points out he can't get rid of a government tracker, so Emmy begs him to talk to his dad, who Dan hasn't seen since he was abandoned as a kid. Putting pride aside for the sake of his family, Dan goes to see his father James to ask for his help, but James thinks Dan was sent by the government to spy on him and an argument ensues. In the end, Dan has to leave with the device still attached to his arm. He returns home to give his family the bad news.